Hello, my beautiful creatives, and welcome back to my art channel. My name is Chrissie, and I'm a creativity coach hoping to empower you to live a more creative life every day. Today, I'm going to be playing in my art journal. I actually did do live speaking during this video, but due to technical difficulties, I will be doing a voiceover, so bear with me. I'm just going to start this art journal spread out by covering the pages with some white gesso using my palette knife. This is one of the square dilution art journals. It's relatively new to me. I just cracked it open on Friday, so I've only have a few pages going on in it at one time, but I thought it would be a good place to get started today. Just trying to make sure that the lines are all smoothed out as best I can do, and also I want the coat to be very, very thin so it dries quickly. Now I thought while you watched this video, I would give you an update on my life because there have been a lot of changes since last we spoke. And some of those changes, all of those changes, most of those changes were not changes that I had actually planned on. I am really learning the lesson that life is exactly what happens to you while you're busy making plans to do other things. So as you may know, my husband and I have recently moved into 35-foot travel trailer, and we love it. Well, we've only been in this trailer for about 4 months, and, well, long story short, we've already had to take it to the repair shop. And because there's so many problems with the trailer already, we may be without our trailer, our little lovely trailer, for at least 2 months. So that was kind of a surprise. We were not expecting that, and I actually wasn't expecting to move again anytime soon. But thankfully, my husband and I still own a condo in Salem. And so that condo up to this point has been a condo that we've been working on remodeling slowly but surely. And unfortunately, this past winter, we found a leak in the kitchen, and that required us to basically rip out the entire kitchen and start over with it. So it wasn't quite ready to move into. However, my husband and I have packed up all of our belongings, and last Tuesday we gave our trailer, our little beloved trailer, to the repair shop in hopes that they will be able to fix all the little problems that have already happened. Now, thankfully, because we're still under warranty, it should all be covered, but we shall see. And we moved into our little condo. Now, the condo, although still not quite ready, has at least 2 bathrooms and a shower, and water we have to bring in because we don't have any functioning sinks anywhere in the kitchen, in the house. The kitchen's still pretty much, it's not quite gutted, but it's pretty close. My husband just did the counters this week, and we're working on doing the plumbing, so hopefully by this weekend we'll have a sink somewhere in the house. But it was quite a change that we weren't quite expecting. And also because when we got our trailer, the first thing we did was we took all of the manufacturer furniture out of the trailer, and I put apartment furniture in there, so to kind of basically make it feel like more of an actual apartment that just happens to be on wheels. So and because of that, we had to remove everything out of the trailer. Now, the only thing we ended up leaving was the couch that we put in there as a chaise lounge. And yeah, so that was quite an ordeal, but we got it all done in within 2 days. So that was pretty telling because we've downsized so hard in the last 2 moves. Yeah, it just kind of made me feel like, okay, this is kind of a pain in the hiney, but it gives us the ability to check one more time. Are we sure that what we have in the trailer is really what we need in the trailer? Is it what we really want in the trailer? Are we using everything that we've got? Or is there anything else we can add to storage? So it's been a learning experience. And it's been a little bit of a headache, to be honest with you. It's been a little bit stressful, but all is going well. And I wanted to kind of just make sure that you knew that, so that if I'm talking about it, you know what I'm talking about. The other thing that's been going on is I have been diligently job hunting. So, yeah, job hunting in my world, I was trying to find something different than what I've been doing in the past, but because of different situations that I can't really control, I have decided to go back into healthcare data, and I'm hoping to do that for a year or so, just to help get us out of debt and help put us on a road financially to get closer to that dream that my husband and I are talking about in our heads. And we're still trying to like formulate what that is, but yeah, it's been a process. I do have a second interview for a job that I have my fingers crossed for. I have my second interview this Thursday. My first interview was last week and that went rather well, so I'm hoping that that goes through very nicely, and I will tell you more about it if I actually do get the job. I don't want to talk about it too much before, it comes to fruition. But the puppies are doing great. My Bitsy and Gracie are doing great. They're playing at the moment. There's been a lot of changes going on, and we're learning that rat terriers don't really like change. So we've had a little bit of puppy depression happening, and our little Gracie girl was sick for quite a few days. And I think it was just because there were so many changes, and they didn't have their puppy friends that we live with. We live with on family property. There's a lot of puppies out there that they used to play with all the time. But like I said, we're hoping this is a temporary change. We're hoping that we get the trailer back within 2 months, and that we'll be able to get back to our little homestead and, do something a little bit closer to what we're trying to create for our lives. This video today, I think, is going rather well. I'm really into abstract right now, and I'm kind of trying new things and trying to kind of get out of my comfort zone a little bit and just do some different things, but I'm really loving this whole organic abstract process. And you might hear some crinkling in the background. I apologize, that's one of my puppies playing. This Bitsy girl's playing with one of her favorite crinkle toys. But back to the art journaling, I'm just really enjoying the whole process of, just pulling out my supplies that I don't normally use and just trying to see, how they work together and ways that I can use them in new ways. Here I'm using a dip pen with some ink, which is one of my new favorite things. I had dropped a really big drip of ink on there at the get-go and I didn't like it. So because I let every layer dry, I am able to take a baby wipe and just wipe that top layer off, and it's totally fine. Doesn't seem to cause any problems. And then I was happy about it because I was planning on doing like little tiny polka dots, but they were so tiny that they almost felt like, what would the point of doing them be, because they were so small. So when I erased that little section with a baby wipe and came back in, I decided to do some like sketchy circles. And I really, really like the way these turned out. I've never done little circles like this before, but I have a feeling that it'll be something I'll be using more and more and more. And I am so in love with my dip pens. I'm learning how to use them. They are a lot of fun. They're very versatile. And you can find so many different kind of nibs for them. So I'm sure that my collection will be expanding on those soon, hopefully. Now Gracie's joining in on the fun. She's found a little squeak toy. So let's see. More about the changes going on. Because we don't have an actual kitchen yet, we do have a kitchen. Like there's base cabinets. There is a refrigerator and a stove, and there is a sink. Technically, there's no water to the sink. The sink's not plumbed, and there's now countertops that have just been put in, but they're not sealed yet. So I'm hoping that by this weekend, all of that will be done, so we actually have an actual proper working kitchen. In the meantime, I have my Instant Pot on a folded table inside of our bedroom, our master bedroom, which is actually quite large. And there's a walk-in closet in our master bedroom in the condo that I have partitioned part of it for basically a pantry. And that's where our dishes live, our silverware lives, and any food stuff that doesn't need to go down in the refrigerator. And everything else goes in the fridge or freezer downstairs on the first floor, and on the second floor is where we have our kitchen at the moment. So it's been a little bit of a challenge, but we've been making it work. And in all honesty, my hubby and I have been eating out a lot. We've been doing a lot of deli runs where we run to the deli and we figure out, okay, well, let's do ham sandwiches tonight, or let's pick up some chicken salad and do pita. And so we've been making it work. But who knew? I wish that I would have known 4 months ago that this was going to be happening in 4 months, because I think we could have better prepared for it. But it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I don't know, hanging out with my hubby. He makes everything fun. So we've been trying to get some routine in place because that's really important for me. And he's working like a crazy person, my little workaholic hubby, trying to get not only his jobs running, but also to keep our little condo remodeling going. So anyways, I know that's a lot, but I think we're doing well. I'm just hoping that with all of this that's going on, I'm able to keep up with the videos because I really do love doing them. But the stress right now and even my level of anxiety has been increasing just because there's so many changes going on and there's so much that I just don't know how we're going to get through it. But the cool thing is that my husband and I have been together long enough and we've been through so many things together that I know that no matter what happens in the next few months, that he and I will be fine, even if we end up, heaven forbid, living in our car, you know. Not that that's going to happen, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like I got a partner in crime. As for this art journal, I know I keep, like, I'm barely talking about this art video at all, but I'm loving my Stabilo edges. I was doing the spit and finger method there for quite a while, but I really like the brush method with water because I really like being able to pull that Stabilo ink off of the corner and pull it up into the page. I just really like grunging up my art journal spreads a lot. I'm loving that, and I'm thinking I'm getting worse at that, if that makes sense. I'm like wanting to grudge it up more and more and more. I think there's going to come a point where I'm going to be like scratching things into it and sandpaper and using a nail file and all that kind of stuff. I just love grunging up my pages. It just makes me super happy. So here's a close-up of what I did today. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up, share with a friend. All of that really helps my little channel, and it really just makes me super jazzed. I appreciate you so much, and until next time, I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. Bye for now.